there, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing super duper well. For today's video, we're going to be building in the world of San Myshuno on the lot that is called Planet Honey Pop. But instead of building a karaoke bar, we are going to be building a library, specifically a Lego library that I found online. I'm going to be giving the credits down below in the description because I am going to be showing some reference pictures. But yeah, we're going to try and recreate this Lego library. But anyways, without further ado, let's get on with the build. Alright, so we're going to be jumping right into the build. So I am going to be flopping up some reference pictures here. Post-production me, please do that. I think I am going to deviate a little bit from this Lego set and probably go for a bit more of a modern feel, just because I feel like it fits the world that we're in better. So I think first off, I'm going to start off with putting down a platform. We're just going to go about here. I want to try this sort of video style. We're going to see how this goes. But yeah, this is very experimental. So I think I want to first start off with just laying everything out kind of where I think it will go. And we will obviously need that curve. So we'll have one here for the main part, and then we have those 3 books. I think I want to go 2 per book spine. So well, I'll go ahead and just drag this across. So we'll go 2 here. We also have like the little balcony also. I have to keep that into consideration. So we'll go the other spine, and then we'll go out like 3, I think, for the balcony. Yeah, I'll go ahead and drag that across to here, and then I'll go ahead and put this out here as well. And then for the book spines, I think maybe the book will end there, or do I want to drag it out one more? I think I want to drag it out one more. So we'll go like that, yes. And then I'm just gonna go add the other 2 books here. All right, we'll see how this works out. I like this so far. Yeah, I think that'll work for right now. We're just gonna try it and see how this goes. And then I think I'm just gonna copy and paste this to the next floor up, just so that we don't have to worry about that. Well, this is well, I'll place the room, but it's gonna be a balcony. We'll just do it like this. Again, yeah, we're just gonna test this shape out. If I feel like it needs to be changed later on, we can. Okay, let's see what this looks like. And I'm gonna change this into fencing just so I don't forget that this is supposed to be, a balcony. There we go. Sorry. Okay, and I'm gonna remove the roofing just so I don't forget to do that. We're gonna have to, I think I'm gonna use probably some columns to help create the pages, but we'll do that in just a minute. These, I think I need to do like maybe like a half wall or something. I think I'm gonna go one more floor up with these books. So let's go up, I think like this. We'll try it and see. If I don't like it, we'll undo it. All right, what do we think? Go the page up. I think we'll leave this like this for now. I think this could work. Or I could just do these as like a half wall if I don't want to add too much. Yeah, I think we're gonna do that. I think I'm gonna turn these top floors into half walls instead. So let me do that. Okay, I made these into half walls, and so actually I think I'm gonna delete this wall because this is like the not the back, it's the opposite side of the book where the pages, where like the book opens. You'll either understand what I just said or you won't. Okay, so we have that. I removed the ceilings from these parts. I think this will work. It's giving book. It's giving book just a little bit. For up here, I think I'm going to use the fees that came with the Get Themes pack because, yeah, as I said, I wanted to do like a bit more of a modern feel. If it'll let me. Are you gonna let me do my thing? I forgot I needed it to be a medium wall height at least for it to work. My bad. So there we go. There we go. And then I'm also gonna be placing it on the back of this balcony here. So hopefully that won't drag across. No, that looks good. And then, oh, okay, on the other side of the building, there's another little like extension. So I'm also gonna add that. So let me do that really quick. Let's go down, make sure we're placing this right. So I think we're gonna go in one, maybe two out from the book. Or should I just do one? It's just like a tiny little lip. I think we're just gonna do one. Just so that it's just enough to give the impression of the extension. Does that make sense? Maybe. Okay, I think that'll work. And then I'm just going to, why are you not giving me a ceiling? Thank you. I'm going to copy and paste that up one more time. And let's see what that looks like. I think that'll work. I need a ceiling though, please. And then I'm just gonna copy and paste that same fees on that one. Okay, I think that's going to work. So now we need to, do I want to raise this up? We're kind of already on a platform, so I don't think we need to do that. I think that over here, I want to do some like outdoor seating and some gardening because I want to grab like another one of these little pink cherry blossom type trees just to try and copy. I like to try and blend my builds into the world as much as possible. So I want to try and do that later on, but for right now, let's pick out, let's do the books. Why not? Let's have some fun and we'll pick something out for the exterior books. So I don't know how realistic-y I want it to look. I definitely want it to be colorful. So maybe we'll use some tiles, or I'm thinking there's like a brick. Maybe we can use that. This could work. There's some fun colors on this. So they have like a blue. So we need at least four colors. So there's like a white. Oh, the white's boring. That's like a greeny teal color. And there's like a red. That could work, but let's look at other options first. Or we could use this base game one. It's more of like an industrial-y look. And they also have a couple different shades of this as well. All right, I'm gonna look at these for a bit and then I will show you guys which one I picked out. All right, so I think I'm gonna go out with this blocked out one. Funnily enough, it's the one that I ended up lingering over before I said, let's take a second to look, but I wasn't 100% sure if this was what I wanted to go with. So I think I am going to use the same color scheme as our reference picture and do orange, red, and green for this side. So I'm just gonna copy those over and also make sure we're getting our top half walls here also. I'm not sure how we're gonna do copying or how we're gonna be decorating the spines just yet, but we'll worry about that when we come to it. But I'm just gonna go through and copy these colors on the inside and outside of our books. All right, so all of our books have been colored, oh, except for this part. Hold on. Okay, now all our books have been colored. I went ahead and did this one blue just to try and stick to our original color scheme based off of the picture. Did that make sense? Wow. Sorry guys, it is early morning. My cat woke me up at like 2 a.m. and then again at like 5 a.m. and it's now 6 a.m. and I was like, I give up. I cannot sleep. So I'm just gonna get up and I'm gonna record a video. So please be patient. But okay, I think I'm going to use either these pillars because they have a good amount of colors just to on this side to help with the like book colors, like the edge of the page, because I want it to look like this is like where the pages come out. Does that make sense? Maybe. But the problem with that is that I can only drag this up like so far. Well, I can place another one on top of that. That's not the problem. The problem is that like for this page, like do I do red or do I do a green? So I think I'm gonna do the red. We'll try this out. We'll do this really quick and see how this looks, and then I'll decide if I think this will work. I think we'll do the darker orange. I think we'll do the orange on this corner here. It's very subtle, but I do like how this looks. I think it'll help just add a little bit of extra detail. And then I am gonna have to place another one there, but I wanna place the red one Did I do this color or that color? Oh goodness. Just copy and paste it. Oh my goodness. Maybe I shouldn't record so early in the morning. I got my coffee, so let's go, guys. We got this. It's gonna be okay. Okay, so it doesn't let me. You can't do a pillar on a half wall. So I don't know. Do I want to still leave it like that? Maybe I can make these half walls a little bit shorter. Maybe that'll make it less noticeable. So let me see. We could do a very short wall. Yeah, that makes it look better. Maybe I'll do this instead. So let me shrink down these half walls. Okay, yeah, I think that was a good call. That definitely helps out a little bit with our book look. Ah, that's funny. All right, so next up, we need to add some pages to our books. Oh, this is the wrong thing, excuse me. We'll do I'm gonna have to do the ceiling tile. I think that the sloppy paint from the cats and dogs pack flooring will work well for this. So let me make sure it's going the right way, and then I'm just gonna paste it all the way across. And let's see what this looks like. Yes, I think that's gonna work well. It looks like pages to me. And then I'm gonna do the same thing on our other books. All right, I think that looks good. So now we just have to try and find a paneling that will copy it, and maybe this modern wood one might work. That looks pretty close. Not really, actually. Nope, just kidding. Let's try the pinstripe. That's better. It doesn't exactly match the cats and dogs one, but I might be willing to ignore that. All right, so I think our best options are going to be down the line wood panel or pinstripe and grained. I think I'm gonna go with pinstripe and grains. It's just a little bit better, I think. It looks a little more pagey to me. I don't know, I'm going for like modern, but not so chic and clean looking. Like I still want it to look fun. Where am I going? We don't need this here. Okay, I think that is good for the basic colors of our books. Let's settle on what brick we're going to use for the rest of the build. I think I do want to stick to our tan color and go with some sort of brick, but I think I want to keep it a little more modern, so let's try this one out. I want to still make sure I'm paying homage to the reference picture, but because of the Sims and whatnot, and yeah, just like I said, I want to try and blend this into the world a little bit better. I just want to try that out. I think that might be too dark, actually. So I can try this shade. Maybe this will work better with the white. I think we might stick with this one and do with this white gray shade. Because I think I want to do like big white, modern, open style windows. We'll look at windows when we get to it. I just want to get the outside paints and stuff done first. So yeah, this is going to be part 1 of this. It's probably going to be at least 2 parts. So I think part 1, we're just going to focus on the exterior. I do not have any sort of references for what would be the inside of this build. So we're going to come up with that together. So probably I'm gonna try not to do too much planning off screen, because I kind of want to try out like building live with you guys and not planning stuff so much. I'm working on like not being such a perfectionist. Like I want to have fun. I want to be creative with the builds, and I want to do it with you guys. And I think that'll be much more fun and engaging for you guys also to watch. I'm going to use this rooftop gravel just on top of these like building parts, and there is like an AC on the rooftop in our reference picture, and I think we'll try it out and see. Maybe I'll add one on here too, just for funsies. We could try this one. I think this would work, and I'm going to tuck it into that corner so it's kind of like our reference picture. All right, let's see how this looks. Maybe we'll not do we're not going to do that. No, I don't like that. Okay. I can't do it. Unfortunately, I don't think I can do a half wall up here. No, you cannot. I was correct. You cannot do half walls with rooms, rounded rooms. So next up, I think we can focus on, do we want to do the spine decorations? Yeah. So I'm obviously going to have to use some signs in our reference picture. This one just says library. But I think I want to do a little more detail on that. I think I want to make like each of these look like it's a book and give it like a topic. So let me look through and see if there's any sort of signs. Maybe we can do a chef, like a cookbook. That could be fun. Because they have these, and these signs are fun because they actually glow in the dark. Not glow in the dark, but they light up at night. And I can size these up to better fit our spines. So I can pick out a couple of these. I think I want to go with this one. So we can do like a cookbook. What other type of books do? What type of books do you guys like to read? You know, let me know in the comments. I don't know. I'm just trying to make some engagement. We can maybe do this one. Can be a cookbook, or do I want to do blue? Just because we did blue. Yeah, I think I want to do the blue because this one has a blue decal. I want to drag it over to the blue one, so let me do that. I do want to use the words in a book sign, but I think I want to use this probably around here, like maybe stick it in the window or something, because this is where our main entrance is going to be. But I want to focus on the books right now. So let me search up some signs and we'll see what we have. All right, so I ended up picking these guys out. I think they'll work for right now. Maybe I'll change them later, but we will figure that out later. There's like this little wall metal divider thing that I want to try and see if I can find it. It's under wall decorations, but I want to try and add some extra like line details to the spines of our books. No, that's not gonna work. So let me see if there's anything that I think will work out for that. We could try using these. They're from Eco Lifestyle, but I think that might stick out too much. That's not quite what I'm looking for. They also have the vertical ones, but that's not it either. All right, let me look and see if I can find anything I think will work. So they have these from the Get to Work pack. It's the chrome wall panels, and I think, yeah, so we can place these and it'll kind of help add a little extra detail to the spines of our books. So I tried to place the signs in what I would imagine would be like the middle of our, I'm just guesstimating like where the middle of our actual book would be. Let's see, I'll do this and we'll look at it and see what we think. But I just want to add a little bit extra something to these books just to make them look a little bit better. I'm gonna have to freestyle this one to get it to be centered enough. I think that works. It helps add a little extra detail. I'm gonna do the same to this book. Okay, I am going to leave this for now. So far, I'm fairly happy with it. So I'm going to now, we'll do our windows and doors, and let's see. So this is a tall one, and then this floor is medium wall. Obviously, we're kind of limited with doing tall ones. Let me look at the doorway first because I want something big and modern. So I think we're gonna do this one. Or we could do, I don't like how it has like the colored glass in it. And yeah, that's gonna do that. So let's not do that one. I'm gonna place you here. Let's just look at this one. I don't think this is going to work per se because I think I want to put a window up there. So let's see what that looks like really quick. I'm just grabbing this one just for funsies because yeah, that's gonna, I don't know, that doesn't look awful. I obviously have to change the color, but that could maybe work. But maybe we'll want to stick to a base game one at least because I don't think the city living ones will work for this. Let me look. Yeah, the city living's not gonna work because it's like that funky cool, which is really cool effect. I like to imagine it's like solar protection for Sims if you live in like a high-rise building, but I don't think our library needs that. So I think I'm gonna stick to this base game one, and I think I'm just gonna fill out this whole area, but I'm gonna have to sit here and do it like that, and then I'm also gonna be doing the same bottom here. But I'm gonna place these upper windows and do the bottom windows, and we might go with this door, honestly, because it's going to match up more easily. So let me do that, and then I'll show you what I ended up doing. All right, so this is what we ended up with. I'm gonna see if I can add like another little exterior trim just to help fill in that little gap there. Yes, I think that's gonna work out great for us because it's gonna kind of copy the same shape as our V's up here. So I'm pretty happy with that. That looks pretty good to me. So next up, I think we can move on to, we need doors and windows on the rest of the build as well. So up here is going to be a little balcony door, obviously. So we need a medium-sized doorway, and I think we're gonna stick with the same idea of doing something that is more modern and chic. We might even be lazy and use the same exact doorway just because it'll work easy. I'm just gonna place that there just so we have it out. I think that's gonna be, yeah, that's too much. We might stick with this one, honestly. Just to make it easy for ourselves. I think we're gonna stick it right there because it's off to the side, and that way we can put, maybe we'll put some chess tables out here. I think that'll be cool. For over here, we're gonna have to delete the walls that are inside of here. There's gonna be a exit. Okay, we might not have a step up, but I can still put like a doorway here. So I think we'll just copy and paste the same one that we used in the front and just do it like that. And then later on, I'm going to delete the walls in here, but we don't need to do that right now. We're just focusing on the exterior build of our build first. So now we can do windows on this side. All right, I don't think I want to do full windows because in the picture they have some like very classic designed ones, but obviously I don't want to do that because I want to do more modern. So they do something sort of like this vibe. I don't want that. So I have to pick something else out. These are also tube city-y looking, like very classical structure. You understand what I'm trying to say. But I think I want to use these little nooks as like a bookcase area. So maybe I want to do something just short. So we could do something, nope, that's too big. We could use these. Because I think I want to use these spaces to be like where the bookcases are. I did do some for some planning. I don't know. Maybe we'll do no windows here for now. I'm gonna have to like play around with what I think the blueprint on the inside is going to be. So maybe we'll do some more like landscaping and planning for the outside first. So we're back towards the front because we're gonna need some ways for the Sims to walk up to our library. So we need some steps. So this is where our doorway is going to be. And I might have to bring this platform in order for this to work. Oh no, it's gonna let me. Okay, cool. We can try this out. Place one there. I don't want it to be too close to each other. Do one there, and then I'll drag this one down here. And I could add like a little bit of fencing here. Do I want to drag this up a little bit more? Yeah, I just have to put this down. I think that looks a bit better. And then for the actual like foundation, I'll just pick probably like this one. It's so it looks very like chic and modern. We'll also need fencing to make sure that our Sims don't fall. I'll pick that out in just a second. I don't think we might stick with these stairs, but I'm not sure yet. I'm just placing these so I know like where we're placing stairs. So we're gonna come around to over here. So maybe I'll drag this out a little bit more so we can have like a back walkway. But then that means I can't have stairs on this side. So like, oh, hello palm tree, excuse me. So this is like our front entryway. So I want to make sure we have entryway from this side as well. So maybe we'll do one more stair here. Just there-ish. Humor me, we're just testing this out. And then we obviously need one that lines up here. Oh, but that's not gonna work because we need at least two. Okay, what if I will carve out here, or I can do stairs here. Let me test this out really quick. All right, so we can either have the stairs go in there, or we can have the stairs go I think I do want to do stairs there as well. So we'll do that. So let me copy and paste you guys over here. Turn you around, place you right about there. And then maybe we'll do another set here. Because I do want to put in some like flowers, and we'll do like maybe some chest tables out here also, but we'll get to that when we get to that. And then we'll put some stairs here. I don't know, you guys let me know what you think about this. I want this to be a group effort. So if anyone has any opinions or ideas of what to do, then please let me know. I do think I'm gonna move this guy in here and then just get rid of this, just so it looks more chic. Yeah, I like that better. Okay, but we're gonna keep this shape here. I think this will work out. I think this works well for us so far. Do I maybe want to do like a curve there? That might look cool. All right, yeah, we'll do this. I think that looks cool because it copies the shape of our building itself. And I just have to delete these ones. So for the fencing, I want to pick something that's not gonna obscure our actual walkway too much. I am thinking of this one from the Get Together pack, and maybe we'll stick to the white. Let's see how this looks, because I think that this does have a stair railing, which I do want to add, and that'll look like that. So let's try this out. I think this will work. I actually might switch this railing to the black because now I'm looking and that's black, so I want that to copy that. What does this one look like? Will this be too bulky? That's literally like the same height, but that's not black, that's brown. That's very annoying. All right, we're gonna stick to this one, but we will do it in the black color instead. All right, so that is all good and done. So next I am going to have to pick out what floor tile we want to use. Let's look. All right, so they have in the world, I like to try and pull as much reference as I can from the world. It just helps tie it in. They use this one, which is quite similar to this. So this might be cool to use. I'm just gonna place this here so we have it for reference. And then these tiles kind of remind me of these ones, which of course is from the Dine Out kit. So this is obviously much more modern looking. Let's see if there's anything else I think we could use. This is more warm, so maybe we'll go with this one because I think it'll go with the colors better. So obviously I'm first gonna carve out, we could also just use the sidewalk slabs, but I don't like how that'll look up here. I don't think so. We could also just do a concrete up here if I just wanted to keep it easy and just do a white concrete. Let's see what that looks like up here. Yeah, because if I want this to be, it's going to fill in here. So I have to keep that in mind when I'm picking the flooring. Ooh, I like this one. That looks very nice and modern. So maybe we'll go with this one. It's very subtle, but it does add a little bit of extra detail. So let me make sure this is copy and pasted all over. So yeah, because I used that in here, I think I'm just gonna go ahead and copy and paste this all over the interior. I think I do want to do like a fun carpet. This is not going to be the layout. We're going to do the layout probably next episode. Oh, there's like a ceiling here. I didn't even notice this was here. There we go. That's better. Yeah, so we're going to do like the floor plan and stuff probably next episode. But yeah, I think I still want to use the collectibles tile just on these areas so that it kind of connects better to the world. So let me go and do that and figure out our little walking trails. All right, so far this is what we got going on. I do want to put in like some garden beds and stuff, so maybe we'll plan that really quick, and then I think that's where we're gonna leave this episode. This is the first time I'm trying out like this style of video, so I'm not really gonna know what I think of it until I edit it. So pretty please just bear with me. Again, as I said in the beginning of this video, I just want to try something different. You know, do something fun and spontaneous, like not spontaneous, but like, you know what I mean. Just try like different styles of videos. So I think that, I don't know, because I want to kind of copy, they don't use dirt, but I just want to try and plan out where I think we're going to put garden beds. I think we'll just leave it grass so it kind of blends in better. I think I want to leave this open. And I think I do want to put like a tree somewhere around here. Probably some more plant like bushes here. We'll do some like palms and maybe some bamboo. I think I saw bamboo somewhere in this world, but anyways, I think this is where we're gonna finish off for this video. So thank you so much for watching. Please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe so you never miss out on any of my future videos. Take care, and I will see you next time. Bye guys.